Jinger Duggar doing death-defying activities with Jeremy.James Duggar shuts down Live Fast. Why? Joanna Duggar let Evelyn sleep in a dangerous place? Joanna Duggar let Evelyn sleep in a dangerous place? Joanna Duggar Forsyth is riding a wave of criticism because TLC fans believe the former Counting On star places her children in danger. Making it worse, she recently admitted to that, and now people on social media wonder if she let Evelyn sleep in a dangerous place. Joanna Duggar Forsyth is under the spotlight. Just because a reality TV show like Counting On gets cancelled, doesn't mean that people forget about the cast. And, it's not just because of Josh Duggar going to prison. After all, Courtney Waldrop still has a large following of Sweet Home Sextuplets fans years after the show ended. With interest lingering long after the camera crew left, Austin Forsyth and his wife still find fans and critics. Joanna Duggar recently spoke about how she'd like to be known for who she is, rather than be collectively lumped in with the rest of the Counting On clan. Additionally, she explained that is why she and her family feature on their vlog. Not everyone who watches the vlog is a critic, and many of them enjoy seeing their lives. But often, people spot something to complain about. Evelyn Forsyth sleeping in a dangerous place? This weekend, an OP on Reddit shared a screenshot from Joy's latest vlog. As they seemed a bit alarmed, and a discussion arose because it looked like Evelyn Forsyth, 3, was getting ready to sleep on the table in the living room. Is Evelyn sleeping on the table? It could be that she is playing, or there could be any other reason, maybe. But it looks like she has a pillow and a blanket on the table. For once, Joanna Duggar didn't get slammed into the ground. Also, some Counting On viewers claimed they did the same sort of thing as a child. My 2-year-old does this. She drags her own pillow or blanket over to play. She never actually sleeps there, just pretends or reads a book. Some kids like being up high. I used to love to be under or on top of things than read. One of my favorite places to read was on the roof of the chicken coop. Like you said, kids love climbing and being high up. I have to say, Joy's children seem to have the best imaginations of all the Duggar and Bates grandchildren. They truly romp around and enjoy their dramatic play, it seems. I always enjoying seeing that in her videos. In the video below, you can see a few quick glimpses of Evelyn with her bedding on the table from the 1934 mark. What are your thoughts about Evelyn Forsyth on the table with her bedding? Do you agree that she might have just been playing rather than sleeping there? After all, none of the other kids had gone to bed at that point. Do you think that Joanna Duggar was allowing her to do something dangerous? Shout out in the comments below, and come back for all your TLC and Counting On family news. Jinger Duggar doing death-defying activities with Jeremy. Counting On alum Jinger Duggar Vuolo has been living her best life over the past weeks. The 30-year-old mom recently faced her fears by mountain climbing with her husband, Jeremy, along with Joanna and Austin Forsyth. But the 6th Duggar child is still not done with her adventures, even if she gets separated from her daughters for quite some time. Keep reading to see Jinger's latest activities with Jeremy. Counting On, Jinger Duggar's mountain climbing adventures. Jinger recently took to YouTube to share a vlog about her mountain climbing adventures with Jeremy, Joanna, and Austin. The Counting On alum was terrified from the beginning. But she eventually figured it out and reached the middle part of the small, rocky mountain. Joanna also had a blast with her climb. The vlog was uploaded a little late, as Jinger's sister had already left Los Angeles a few weeks ago. However, it seems she's not finished with her adventures, as she traveled with her husband shortly after their Point de May, Malibu, California, trip. Jinger Duggar, Jeremy Vuolo, Joanna Duggar, Austin Forsyth from Counting On, TLC, sourced from Jinger and Jeremy Vuolo YouTube. Jinger shares best time with Jeremy without kids. In an Instagram post, Jinger Duggar Vuolo shared pictures from her recent trip to North Carolina with Jeremy. According to the former Counting On star, they had the best time in NC as they went skiing, ice skating, enjoyed some seriously good food. She also revealed that her husband preached in the area multiple times and they were able to spend time with their friends. It's also noticeable that their kids, Evangeline and Felicity, were not in the photos. It's unclear if the mother of two kept her daughters away from the cameras. But there are reports that she leaves her kids with their nanny in Los Angeles whenever she's traveling with Jeremy. Counting on, Jinger Duggar continues to become more open about daughters. Despite her kids missing from her recent North Carolina trip, Jinger has been sharing glimpses of them more often. Recently, the Counting on alum shared an IG Stories clip of Evangeline and Felicity playing in their yard during a rainy day, but she made sure that her kids were safe by making them wear boots and raincoats. Jinger Duggar Vuolo also shared a rare picture of her daughters in October last year, in which they had a picnic in a local park near a museum. James Duggar shuts down Live Fast. Why? James Duggar went live and barely started before he shut it down. Naturally, fans wonder why. He's no stranger to criticism, but like his sister Joanna Duggar, he probably wishes people would see him as an individual rather than just another Josh Duggar sibling. Did Josh have anything to do with stopping the live stream? James Duggar went quiet on social media. After the conviction of Josh Duggar for CSAM-related content, interest in the family remained high. Then the Shiny Happy People docuseries kept the interest alive. No wonder some of the family went quiet on social media for a while. On his return, James promptly posted about his dad, Jim Bob Duggar, and he sounded defensive. More recently, Counting on fans gave the TLC star flack for driving a car through a tunnel at speed while the warning lights on the dash flashed. Well, he's not a kid anymore, although he and his friends seem to act like teens. James Duggar will turn 23 this year, and it seems that he's now drawing boundaries on what he tolerates from critics of his family. Counting on fans discuss short live stream. An OP on Reddit watched the TLC star go live, but it did not last very long. Cutting it short came after Jeremiah Duggar, Hannah, and their daughter, Brinley Noel, were seen. James was on Instagram Live for all of 30 seconds, just now. It started with this random guy talking about how there were people watching. Then he panned to James and Hannah. They appeared to be in her and Jer's RV. Then random guy panned in on a kettle of soup they made. Then panned to Ja holding Brinley, then to Carlotte F.D. holding Nora. Idiots started asking him to make a comment on Josh, and then he shut it off. Very brief. Much random. Some TLC viewers in the comments thought that it wasn't meant to be a live by James Duggar. Meanwhile, others agreed that it made sense for him to shut it down if people wanted to discuss Josh Duggar. James had enough sense not to answer any questions about that PRN creep, especially if no F. King comment doesn't register. Looks like whoever it was that had James' phone did a live as a joke. Too many crying babies for that to be a good time. He was quick to shut it off. Random guy is Hannah Wisman Duggar's brother. The Josh comment, grimacing face. Not to leg hump, but I think it's kind of cruel to ask about Josh. Josh is the one who F'd up, not James. Do you think that James Duggar shut down the live so quickly because, in the chat, people started asking about Josh? Are you glad that he seems to be drawing some boundary lines on social media? Sound off in the comments below, and come back here for all your Counting On and TLC news.